I see a lot of clients with lower back pain, and it ends up being helped greatly by core strengthening and hip strengthening. The deep abdominals, the gluteals, everything that stabilizes your body, holds everything in alignment, supports your lower back, and allows for more mobility. So I'm going to show you some great exercises to increase your core strength, increase your glute strength, and save your lower back. So you will want a ball. This is a Pilates, mini Pilates ball. It's squishy, or you can use a yoga block or a large pillow, something just to put in between your thighs. We're going to lie down on our backs, knees bent. Now you want your feet about just out of reach of your fingers. Try to get your lower back flat on the ground. So naturally we have a lower back curve. You want to tuck the tailbone and flatten the low back so that there's no air between the lower back and the floor. You'll put your ball or a yoga block or pillow between your thighs near your knees, and you're going to squeeze it. Now, you want the hip, the knee, and the ankle all in alignment. So you might have to bring your feet in just a little bit if what you're squeezing has a little give, like this ball, because my knees will go in, but I still want them aligned with my hips. So what you'll do, place your hands down for support, flatten that low spine, and go ahead and squeeze 2, 3, and release. Don't release so much that you lose your item. You still want to hold it in between your knees. Squeeze, 2, 3, and release. And you should start to feel your inner thighs, those adductor muscles, working. They're going to contract to squeeze that ball in to give that stability. So again, squeeze, 2, 3, and release. You can hold it 3 to 5 seconds, and you want to do it about 10 times. If that's too much, if that's overworking for you, then start less. Start with 5 and work your way up. If you can do more, do more. But we're going to do a progression, so you don't want to tire yourself out too much with this one. So we'll do a couple more. Squeeze, 2, 3, and release. Remember that tailbone is long, that lower back spine is against the floor, and your belly button is drawing in towards your spine. You're basically shortening the distance between your rib cage and your pelvis. And squeezing in, 2, 3, and release. So you can just keep going like that for a little bit more. And then we're going to go up into a bridge position. You want to squeeze your glutes to get up there. So go ahead into that position where your spine is flat on the ground, because we're going to start by tucking the tailbone. You can use your hands to support you, press into your feet, squeeze your gluteals, squeeze your butt, and start to roll up vertebra by vertebra until you have a line going from the knees, the hips, and the shoulders, all in one diagonal. Now, if you're up there and you lose the squeezing of the glutes, come on down a little. What you want first is to just really feel that glute activation. You don't want to go so high that you're arching your back. You'll lose the work. So really anchor down your rib cage, tuck your tailbone, and squeeze those glutes for dear life. You can use your hands to support, pressing into your feet, and just hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To go down, you're going to reverse. So the top of the spine rolls down, and you're going little bit by little bit, still tucking that tailbone under, rolling down, still have a little bit of squeeze on that ball, just a little, and rest the lower back down. Take a breath, because we're going to go up again. This time we're going to combine the two. So we'll go into the bridge and we'll squeeze the ball, getting all of those deep core muscles and all of those hip muscles really nicely activated. So when you're ready, press down, with your feet. You can use your arms for support. Tuck that tailbone. You see how I just started like that? I went from a neutral back, pressing the low back down, like that. I have another video on that if you want to check that out, core strengthening, that pelvic tilt. And then we roll up one vertebra at a time. Really engage those glutes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze right here. That's where you want to feel it. Squeeze. And keeping that squeeze, making sure that you can still see your knees, that you're in one nice diagonal. Keep that glute squeeze and squeeze the adductor. Squeeze that ball, block, pillow, whatever you have. Go ahead, squeeze, 2, 3, and release. Keep that shape. Keep those glutes up. 1, 2, 3, and release. If this gets easy and you want to add a little more, take away the support of the hands and just reach them up towards the ceiling. Squeeze, 2, 3, release. Again, squeezing for about 3 to 5 seconds and maybe doing it 10 times if that's okay. Now I like to inhale on the relax and exhale on the contraction. So I would exhale on the squeeze and inhale on the release. But as long as you're breathing, that's the most important thing. Number 1 is do not hold your breath. So go ahead and roll down vertebra by vertebra. And that breathing pattern also goes for when you go up into your bridge. So relax with a neutral spine, inhale, and you exhale, scoop, and roll up. So you do what feels good to you for now. If just squeezing the ball is enough of an exercise and that tires you out pretty well, stop there. If you can go up into the bridge, do that. If you could do the bridge with the ball squeeze, go ahead. I think your lower back is going to feel a lot better. And if it does, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, comment below, let me know how this works for you, and I will see you in the next video.